Dia del Nino book tasting with crafts and food. Dia de los Niños is a pretty big deal in Mexico, and lucky for us in the US, acclaimed author Pat Mora saw the importance of such a celebration and pushed to have it celebrated here. Dia de los Niños means Day of the Children, or Children's Day. This is a day where children of all ages, sizes, and cultures are celebrated through games, music, stories, food, and crafts. It links children and their families to diverse books, languages, and cultures. And today, our book tasting is all about you and all the diverse ways that make you special.
I have 5 different books, all about kids like you who come from different cultural backgrounds that are just trying to get through school and life. 2 embrace the Korean culture. 2 embrace the Hispanic culture. And 1 embraces the Pakistani culture. Now, since I have so many books today, I'm not going to do my usual of reading chapters and such. Today, I'll be showing book trailers and having book review talks that are sure to get you running to the library to check them out today. First up, Pippa Park Raises Her Game.
Pippa Park Raises Her Game by Erin Yoon. Pippa Park is a 7th grade Korean American who loves playing basketball and will do anything to start playing again. With her Oma in South Korea, Pippa's older sister Mina and her husband Young-Yu are in charge, and Mina rules with an iron fist. When Pippa's math grades start to slip a year ago, Mina forbid her from playing basketball for her school's team. And who knows what her mom would do when she finds out. Everyone seemed to have a plan for Pippa's life, though no one asks what Pippa wants. So when Pippa gets a mysterious basketball scholarship to Lakeview Private, a rich, preppy school, Pippa jumps at the chance to reinvent herself and follow the rules of cool. Pippa must juggle old and new friends along with the pressure of fitting in, all while keeping her past and family's laundromat a secret. But when Pippa begins to get anonymous messages claiming they know everything, her new persona is threatened. Will Pippa be able to keep the real her a secret? And will she ever learn the real reason she got a basketball scholarship? Find out in Pippa Park Raises Her Game by Erin Yoon. Pick it up today.
Now, let's move on to Krista Kim Bap. This is a wonderful story of a typical 11-year-old girl just trying to fit in with a bit of Korean flair. Krista's best friend Jason has been by her side since preschool. He loves hanging out with her and her family. He even likes to eat kimchi, which is a traditional Korean side dish of fermented cabbage and other fermented veggies. So you can just imagine the smell. Krista's sister Tori is always trying to hide that she is Korean, and her grandmother Kim is old-fashioned and doesn't seem to approve of Krista's life or the friends in it. While exploring her Korean heritage for a class project, Krista charters into new territory with family, friends, and food. Being the only Korean girl in her school makes Krista the Korean ambassador, which makes her stomach hurt. She's already not popular, and she too tries to hide her heritage from those in her class. But this project will have her opening up about things she is not very comfortable with. And it will have her connecting with her not-so-nice grandmother, too. Then, one day, one of the cool girls from Krista's class invites her to a party. Her sister Tori hears about it and with the help of their grandmother starts pushing Krista to change her ways. Clothes, hair, makeup, and even her eyes must all change. All this change has Krista struggling to accept herself and her heritage. It even has her pushing away the only one person who knows her best, Jason. 5th grade is shaping up to be a very interesting year for Krista. Hurry into the library today to check out Krista Kimbap to find out just how Krista handles everything. Since both these books had some Korean flair, let's go ahead and explore North and South Korea by making one of their most popular milk drinks, strawberry milk.
All right, it is time to make some yummy strawberry milk. Now, the one huge difference with South Korea's strawberry milk and our strawberry milk is that people in South Korea make theirs with fresh strawberries. So, we're going to take 1 cup of freshly washed strawberries with the tops cut off and chopped up and pour them into a bowl. Once we have them all in a bowl, we're going to mash them up. I like to use a potato masher, but you can use anything, a fork, a spoon, and just mash them up until they are nice and pureed. Once you have your strawberries all mashed up, we're going to go ahead and add 1/2 cup of condensed milk. Now, you can use sugar, but the only thing is, once you add the sugar to your strawberries, you're going to have to let it sit so that the sugar can dissolve, or you're going to be crunching your strawberry milk. So scrape all that condensed milk right into your strawberries. This is going to give that milk a nice, sweet flavor. Once you have it all in, stir it up. Oops, already spilling all over the table for you. Stir it up really nicely. It smells so delicious up here and so fresh. Let me clean up that mess. There we go. Once it's all mixed up, we're going to put our puree into a beautiful glass. Any glass you like. I'm actually going to just pour in a little bit. I'm going to scrape it in a little bit here. I'm just going to fill it up to right about there. I'm going to add some milk. The milk depends on your taste, what you like. Then add some more diced strawberries. And your strawberry milk is done. Give it a quick stir before you drink, just to mix in all of that yummy goodness. Can't wait. Mashin. That's delicious in Korean.
Now, let's jump over to the other side of the world with these 2 Hispanic-packed books. Sofia Martinez and Stella Diaz has something to say.
Stella Diaz has plenty to say, but has trouble finding the words and the courage to say it in English and Spanish. She's okay as long as she's with Mama, her older brother Nick, or her best friend Jenny. But this year, Jenny is in a different class, and Stella still has to go to speech class to practice talking properly. Maybe this year won't be too bad, but then Stella finds out that there's a new student named Stanley that could be her friend. There's a spelling bee where you have to speak in public, and at the end of the year, she will have to give an oral report on marine life. They are all activities that sound fun, but they all require talking. That means getting stomach aches and ending up mispronouncing words that make her face turn rojas. Find out if Stella ever finds her voice in Stella Diaz Has Something to Say by Angela Dominguez.
There are so many great things to enjoy with the Hispanic culture, but today I'm going to share their music. It's fun, energetic, expressive, and beautiful. As we listen, I'm going to show you how to make an instrument that can be heard in many of their songs. The maracas. What's great about this craft is you probably have everything you need right at home. You'll need 2 plastic Easter eggs, 4 plastic spoons, some tape, and either rice, dried beans, or popcorn kernels. You're going to fill your eggs with either your rice, your beans, or your kernels. And I have kernels. So I'm just gonna pour some in without making a mess. Then close up your eggs. And then you're going to take 2 of your spoons and you're going to tape them to the sides of your eggs. Okay, so let me get some of that tape. There goes one egg, it's rolling away. That's okay. I'm gonna rip off a good pair. And I'm gonna grab 1 egg and put the other spoon on the other side with my tape. And I'll wrap my tape around. A good idea is to just go ahead and wrap it in the middle of your egg where that crease is, where you filled it up. Just wrap it around. Push it on, make sure it's nice and tight. So when you're shaking around, it's not gonna come loose. Then I like to take some more tape, just a little bit more, and you're gonna wrap it around the handles of your spoon. Just close it up. And maracas are done.
Last but not least, meet Yasmin. We actually visited this book a few weeks ago, but it is definitely worth another shout out.
Up, let's make another yummy treat. But this time, it's coming from Pakistan. I'm going to show you how to make mint yogurt paratha. This recipe is easy and delicious. Or mezjada in Urdu. You'll need 1 cup of plain yogurt, a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, salt for taste, washed mint leaves, and some chili powder for a garnish. Now, first things up is we're going to take our mint leaves and grind them up into a paste. I'm going to use my blender to grind them up, but you can use a mortar or a fork or a spoon, just something to mash up those mint leaves really, really good. You are going to need to add a little bit of water as you're grinding just to keep it more saucy and pasty and keep it moist. Once you have your mint grounded up into a nice paste or sauce there, we're going to go ahead and add your yogurt, plain yogurt, into another bowl. scrape it all out so you have all that yumminess. It's very important to get plain because you don't want to get vanilla or any kind of flavor because that's going to change the way your mint yogurt rata tastes. And we want to be able to taste all the yummy mint and the spices that we have. Once you have your yogurt in, we're going to add some of the mint, not all of it, because the mint is a pretty powerful taste. So we're just going to add a little bit first, and then as we go, we can add more if we need a bigger taste. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of that juice. I like mint, so I'm going to add some. We're going to go ahead and add our cumin. And remember, it's just a 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. And then we'll stir. Blend it up really good so the mixture is nice and smooth. And boy, oh boy, does that smell wonderful. The mix of the fresh mint and then the cumin, it is a wonderful, wonderful smell. We're gonna mix really good just until it's blended and it looks nice and smooth, which is right about now. Yep, it looks good. I'm going to grab a little bit of salt and add some in. Just a taste, remember, don't need much. Stir again. And now it's time to taste test. See if we need to add some more mint or add some more cumin, or maybe even just needs a little bit of salt. So let's see. All right, here we go. Mine actually needs some more mint. I told you, I like mint. I mean, I can taste it, but I want some more in there. I think it's awesome. I'm gonna add like 3 more spoonfuls of mint. I love it so much. I'm gonna stir really good again. Blend it really well. So good. I'm gonna add some more salt because I like salt, but as you know, salt's not good for you. So you gotta a little bit. Stir, 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 stir. And now, last but not least, I'm gonna scrape it off the sides there. The only thing left to do now is to add a little bit of that chili powder for garnish. I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top. Now remember, chili powder is a little spicy. So if you're not a spicy person, don't add too much. But adding the chili powder really brings out the flavor. It's a nice, robust flavor for everything. Once you have that on there, you can serve your dip with some naan bread or some crackers. And you're done. So go ahead and enjoy. Or as they say in Pakistan, lut futain.